Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're going to hit a little off-road riding with the Onewheel today. Let's check it out. Alright, good morning. So it's about 9 a.m. on a Sunday, meeting up with the Long Island Onewheel group. This will be the first trail ride of 2021, and I just made some modifications to the board. So I've got Pro Ride traction pads on the front now, and I've got a Cush High on the back. Let's see how it goes. We're just missing Russ? Quick PSA, guys, if you're still in whatever your pavement mode is, switch to trail. All right, and we are off. We are rolling deep. We got 11, maybe 12 guys. I gotta count again. This is pretty cool though. So I've been riding Onewheels for about a year and a half now, and I spend most of that time on pavement. In fact, this is only my 4th trail ride ever. I was always interested in trail riding, but I was a little bit nervous to venture off-road by myself. I figured the risk of injury is a little higher, and I wanted to have a little bit of a crew with me. Speaking of recent converts to trail riding, check out Dave. This is his first time riding off-road, and he did a great job. Way to go, Dave.
Yeah, I got a little bit faster on that one. I just have a hard, it's not my brain. My legs are shot already.
As you can see, we had a pretty good turnout today. In fact, a great turnout. I've only been a member of this group for about the last 3 months or so, and the first ride I went on was just 3 or 4 people, and then 3 or 4 people the next ride. We had a pretty solid turnout for a road ride that we did the day after New Year's, but this is the first major turnout for an off-road ride. And it is so cool to have 11 or 12 other folks out there with you.
Trying to get light on the board when you hit a root.
That was me trying to share the very little bit of experience that I have with Dave, since it is his first time out. So like I said before, I'm not a novice to the Onewheel, but I am a novice to riding off-road. When I first got connected with this group, everyone was so supportive, especially this fellow named Russ. In fact, you're going to see Russ hitting an obstacle right here.
Woo! That counts.
So Russ is kind of the unofficial leader of the group. He's a great guy, has a ton of off-road experience, and he's really happy to show you the ropes and take new people out. And I probably wouldn't be riding this trail today if it wasn't for him. It probably goes without saying, but riding off-road is a completely different animal than riding on the road. Ooh, I love this shot. In all seriousness though, riding off-road presents a unique set of challenges related to the terrain.
Okay.
I've ridden my fair share of bumpy suburban roads, and I've logged a lot of miles in New York City, and if you've ever ridden there, you know the roads aren't great. But off-road is something completely different. I mean, did you see that? I honestly don't even know how I stayed on the wheel there. This section of the course, in fact, is actually a ridge line. It drops off a decent amount to the left and the right, and I would say I'm definitely out of my comfort zone here. Here's Sensei Russ hitting a nice line. One of the great things about riding in a group is that you get to see a lot of different riding styles and how people approach the board. There's no one correct way to ride a Onewheel. Everybody's got their own style. Some people like to throw a lot of tight turns in and carve hard left and right. Other people have more of a flowy, smooth riding style. And finding what works best for you is part of the journey. And by the way, if you're thinking about getting into off-road, know that you're gonna fall. I mean, check out my pants. I'm completely covered in dirt. I've been on the ground a few times today, and that's normal. Everybody falls off-road. On-road's a different story. I've got over 1,100 miles on road, no falls. But in the dirt, you're gonna go down.
Woohoo! Ooh, good ride. The great thing about riding off-road is it literally can't be too cold. It's like 32 degrees out. I'm sweating.
Hey, check out this echo. By the way, I'm really not kidding about the cold. When you're on the road, you go a lot faster than off-road. I typically cruise around 15, 16 on the road. When I'm off-road on the trails, I'm probably cruising around 6 to 10 most of the time. So that means that when you're on the road in the winter, you've always got a pretty significant wind chill. Also, you're not working very hard. This thing does most of the work on the road, so you get cold. When my wife and I go out in the wintertime, I have a heated jacket, I wear layers, and I'm still cold. When I'm riding off-road though, you're working hard enough that that is never an issue.
He's right there.
It was Johnny. Hey. Oh, nice recovery, man. He is only the parts that he really enjoys today. Yeah. Nice.
Nice.
Oh, so close.
I just want it.
Well, about 90 minutes later and 7 miles in the woods, our ride is coming to an end. Apparently, so is my GoPro battery, as this is what happened on the camera. If you made it this far, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, why not leave a comment, give it a like, tell me what you thought. If you really enjoyed yourself, maybe consider subscribing to the channel. I ride electric unicycles as well as one-wheels, and I love sharing my adventures. I hope you have a great day, and as always, keep riding.